So happy to welcome you to yoga today. I'm teaching once again from a beautiful mountain retreat. Very grateful. And then the chuckle last Tuesday was here I am in paradise, and then there were biting flies. So it's just great to laugh and just have that perspective. Maybe you get somewhere beautiful and there's biting flies. Perfectly imperfect. We'll be doing a lot of breathing, a lot of breath awareness as we release our bodies and release our nervous system in class today. Go ahead and lie on your back. I just have a yoga blanket nearby. We'll use that eventually. If you want to start just stretching out, reach your arms long. And whenever we begin class lying flat on the back, always like to offer the bent knee option. For some of us, that feels a lot better on the back, on your low back in particular. So always available to take that shape. We're going to start with a little hip roll. So you'll shift your weight kind of from one glute to the other, and then just taking some deep open mouth breaths and let your whole body relax with that movement. So that can be with the knees bent or with the legs straight. Yeah, so just swaying your hips and in your own way, find this undulating quality, like you might ripple the end of a rope and then it starts in these wave patterns. So that's what we're doing with our body. And these deeper breaths, just stretching the interior of your lungs. Great. So just slow that movement down. Relax your eyes and feel the reverberation of the rhythm. Tune into your breath, noticing the pace of your breath. And in particular, today we're going to tune into the left and right nostrils. And just a moment to pay attention to one side and then the other. See if one nostril is dominant right now. Give your right knee a hug toward the chest, left leg flat as you stretch long through that leg. Breathe in all the way, and breathing out, curl your upper body like a little abdominal crunch. Inhale, head down. Exhale, draw your right knee over to twist. Inhale, untwist. And we'll just take that movement at your own pace. Curl up when you exhale. Inhale to come down. Exhale for your twist. Inhale back to center. Take one more flow. Stay and linger in this twist. Stretch your right arm overhead, and then just a moment for the snow angel sweep. Yeah, so the right arm, the elbow might bend a little bit or be straight. Experiment with that. Your body might naturally roll a little bit side to side as you move that arm. Untwist and come to neutral. What that means for you. A moment to breathe. Take left knee in, right leg straight as you reach. Finding that movement. Deep inhale as you draw the knee in. Exhale, crunch. Inhale out of your pose, head down. Exhale, twist. Left knee across to the right. Inhale when you untwist. Exhale to crunch. And a little space to follow your breath for the rest of the cycle. Next, linger in that twist. So we've got the left knee over. Clear some space so the left arm can do the snow angel movement. Unroll. Take another moment in this neutral position. Place a hand on the belly, a hand on the chest, coming into the three-part breath. I'll give a few guidance tips, and please breathe at your own pace, finding your own rhythm with this practice. With the three-part breath, you're feeling the lower lungs, and this we might feel as the belly lifting, the bottom of the lungs expands into the belly. The middle area of the lungs widens. The ribs go outward in all directions. That's part two of the breath. And part three is the upper chest, the sometimes called clavicular breathing because it's moving our collarbones, our clavicles. In this third part of the breath, we're feeling the lift and broadening of the upper lungs and interior shoulders. And each of us has our own way of connecting these three parts of the breath. I would say more people breathe like 1, 2, 3 from the bottom up, inhaling and exhaling upper lungs, middle lungs, lower lungs. Sometimes I do meet someone who relates to filling the upper lungs first. So top, middle, bottom on the inhale, emptying out on the exhale from the bottom, middle to the top. Let's take a couple moments to really connect with that breath, three-part breathing. Create lots of movement inside your body, breathing deeper. And you're in charge. Maybe there's a powerful quality to the breath. There's a strength and uh, like a rhythmic intensity. And also, on the other side, maybe you're in need of some very gentle, nourishing, very um, like a soft breeze, reducing effort. So, just a moment to tune into your body, finding your rhythm today for the three-part breath. Savor the last couple moments with this practice and more awareness, less doing. Yeah, just let the breath do you. Let the breath breathe you. Breathing bridge pose, bend the knees, ground your feet, and just aware of really using the inner and outer base of the toes to ground down evenly. Start with arms by your side. So inhaling is a stretch, kind of a rainbow arc with your arms. Exhale, fan the arms down, lower the spine slowly. Yeah, and just an opportunity to find that movement. You might weave the three-part breath with the movement, or sometimes the movement is enough. I remember after one yoga class I taught, they said, I was new, but it was a lot to do all the breathing. And yeah, sometimes it is. Simplify. The next time your hips are up, stay in that lifted position. Walk your shoulders down a little bit. So you're really holding your body weight on the shoulders more than the back of your neck. Yeah, reach your arms, reach the crown of the head. Anchor your heels and point your knees forward. Just reach, reach, reach with your knees. Take a couple breaths like this. Nice. One more inhale. With the exhale, just lower your spine. Hug your knees, rock and roll on your back. That might be side to side, elliptical shapes, forward to back. All right, we're actually coming out into a yogic squat. So just make your way forward and inviting movement. Shift from hip to hip. Move your shoulders and your spine. Nice. We got a moment for free animal movement. Walk your feet back so you're coming into table. Yeah, curl your toes under in table. And we're going to be shifting back into kind of this squat position and then crawling out into table. Yeah, and this is going to be a kind of a wild time. Maybe you're moving your back in circular spiral ways. I want to invite face stretching, like open your jaw. We have lion's breath where we stick out the tongue and kind of a guttural, sort of like hacking up, sort of a quality to release your lungs and throat. Yeah, so we've got some time just to plod through the jungle, through the forest. Excellent. That's going to land us into table pose, coming through cat and cow. So I'm going to give a whole spectrum to play with in cat and cow. Let's drop our belly, breathing in, gaze up, breathe out, head down as you lift the middle of the back, getting into that rhythm. Yeah, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about nervous system states, nervous system resilience, that we can really downshift and soothe ourselves if we've been revved up through the slower breathing, through slower movement. And then the reverse is true. So revving us up if I've been feeling depressive, if I've been feeling more of the like the hopeless quality, or just a really like a low frequency, we can do something quicker where we're breathing in, breathing out. And using lungs kind of like the diaphragm like a piston, just really pulling air in and out of our lungs. So I want to give you a moment to experiment with that whole spectrum. Or if you know already, like, oh yeah, I've been so revved up, I'm gonna slow this down. Yeah, get into that deep, that gentle wave, that smooth rhythm. Or if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling low energy, really bring it in. Yeah, that deeper breath, just invigorating, kind of turning up your energy. So we've got another moment. Um, I'll leave it up to you in the next 30 seconds whenever you're done with the cat and cow. And next we're just going to be sitting. So meet us in the sitting position when you're ready. Excellent. So, and really at your own time, just getting a comfortable seat. Maybe you grab a cushion or even sitting in a chair. We are going to be doing the alternate nostril breath. And we want the spine to be very tall without strain. Finding that relaxed and open awareness. Tune into your breath flow coming in and out through the nostrils. I invite you to come into alternate nostril breath in your way if you're familiar. And if that's newer, here's some step-by-steps. So we're taking the right hand, fold the first two or index and middle finger in lightly to the palm, and the thumb touches the right nostril, ring finger touches the left nostril. Yeah, and let's go ahead and close the right side first. Breathe in through the left, close left to exhale right. Inhale right, close right, and exhale left. So that's one cycle. Continuing, inhale left, close left, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, and exhale left. I'll guide one more round with an image where you're rising up through the left nostril, kind of like the top of a peak would be your third eye. Exhaling right, you're going down the other side of that triangle or that mountain peak. Inhale up the same side, up the right side to the center. Exhaling down the left. Inviting you to continue on that pattern. The next time you're breathing out through the left side, that'll be the end of this cycle. Hands released to your lap. You may want to roll the shoulders, move the spine a bit side to side to release any holding from your arms. And a moment for the inventory of the practice. How did it affect you? When you pay attention to the flow through each nostril, what has shifted since your earlier attention? If eyes are closed, slowly open. Let's open up our spine a bit more. I'm taking out the cushion that I was just sitting on, and then feet are going to come forward, lean on your hands behind you, and windshield wiper your thighs. And while you do this, we're going to lead into a twisting flow. So when knees go to one side, the arm that's more behind you, you're just going to reach that out into the twist. And then this is your own pace. Yeah, so knees to the side, reaching that arm, more length in your spine, more rotation through the segments of your spine. Similar to our cat and cow exploration, your breath could be that more smooth, a very calming flow. If you are interested in something a little more intense, I'm going to invite you to stay to one side, hands to the top of the shoulders, and the breath would be a faster pace as you rotate side to side like this. And that hip that's more off the ground, it's just going to kind of swing with you, a little forward, a little back to help you twist. Yeah, so it's really your formation of these exercises. If you're doing that faster method, go ahead and change to the opposite side. As you explore, give yourself time to try something and then listen to the effect. So you're doing something with your body. You're also listening to how your body replies to that movement. What's the response? Yeah, just a few more moments as you finish up the twisting sequence. Wonderful. Cross-legged seat, just a few breaths. If you'd like to grab some water or just be still and take that inventory. Transition up and stand tall. Yeah, we're gonna be facing the long edge of the mat, so wider orientation. starting with the staff of Brahman flow. So feet might be not as wide as a triangle pose, a little closer in, hands together by your heart. We've got kind of a tall throne. That's our tall chair, it's our throne pose. Yeah. Hands together by your heart. Light press with hands against one another as shoulders move back. Tuning into your breath and wait for that exhale to complete. Inhale, straight legs, straight arms, open to letter T. Exhale, fold halfway down with a strong core. Inhale, reach arms forward like you're catching a ball. Exhale, bend knees, lower your spine, kind of ragdoll. Press the feet down as you inhale, unroll the body to standing, arms high. Exhale to the throne, hands by your heart. Inhale, launch up and open. Exhale to halfway down, so tabletop in your back. Yeah, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, lower down, forward bend with bent knees. Inhale, rise up by grounding your feet. Stretch arms high. Exhale, hands to heart, bend the knees. Inhale, rise up, open arms. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, reach arms forward. Exhale, forward bend. So we're going to stay here. Bend the knees one at a time and get a side to side flow in your spine. If your low back is okay, find moments in this flow where one leg is totally straight. Yeah, really getting that thigh stretch, that inner thigh, hamstring stretch. And we're taking a little time here with this movement. So you might have something that is like a longer wavelength, a slower rhythm, or you might have that ripple thing happening, just transferring one foot to the other, moving your body weight into a rhythm. Yeah, a couple more breaths with that. Wonderful. We're going to twist. So bend into your right knee. Bring your right hand onto the mat with fingertips tall. Yeah. Stretch the left arm out and up. Yeah, left leg is a little more straight. Second side, bend the left knee. Rise up onto your left fingertips. We call that tented fingertips because it's a tent for a tiny animal. Wonderful. So another moment twisting on each side. Let the twist morph, maybe taking a shape you don't always take in your yoga practice. Wonderful. Come up to stand. Another moment for a water break, a moment to stand tall and just feel, take that inventory in your body. Take a chair pose, feet together, have a seat back. Bring hands together by your heart. Draw the elbows down into a low wing position. So we're kind of squeezing the elbows back. The elbows are somewhat close, but see what feels right. Yeah. Lower the arms, hands together, and then we're just going to slice the arms straight up. as above the crown of your head as you can get. Yeah, so that's going to be our movement, kind of slicing down for low wings and then hands together as you reach up. Yeah, inviting a breath connection with that movement. My connection is feeling like inhale for low wings and exhale for the slice up. Always that open door to tune into the way you're breathing and see what feels right. Yeah, so that opportunity, like other flows we've done today, where if you'd like to do that slow, smooth movement, that soothing movement, or if you'd like to do something more rapid, more of a kind of danceable drum beat, we're going to take a little longer, just letting this pose take shape, letting yourself move through the initial resistance of challenging your body and seeing what is underneath that. Inviting you to add neck movement. So when the low wings are happening, we're looking upward. When arms slice, you just let the chin lower as much as it wants to. Yeah, a few rounds adding in the neck. Excellent job. Next time your arms are high, just stand everything tall, just straightening out your legs. Hold hands to the back of your head like you're lying in the sand at the beach. Turn your face to the sky. Couple of slow breaths here. Nice. Release your arms. We've got a moment for Qigong twist, a moment to breathe or just stand and feel. See what feels right for you. Walk the feet out into the goddess pose. Yeah, bend and straighten your knees a couple times. Sometimes, if the knee doesn't feel great about the knee bend, change the angle of your toes. So you're kind of rotating the foot slightly to support your knee better. All right, let's do some Kali breath. So legs are straight, arms come overhead, and the movement will be an exhale into, so we've got the tongue out, face is really stretching, elbows and knees bend. So, and like our other movements today, you've got the that whole spectrum to play with, whether you're doing more of like a slow, steady, smooth movement or something. Um, yeah, so a few moments to play with that cycle, tuning in. Two more rounds. With your exhale, last exhale, we're going to stay with it. Just really empty out your lungs. If it feels safe, you're just going to stay empty. That extra moment, and then just let your breath come in. Hands on the thighs, twisting out your spine. Yeah. Elbows are more pressed straight, kind of locking the elbows actually, so you can open up your low back. Great. Stand tall. If you want to shake out your legs, we're going to do a few more wide stance poses. Come wide. This time we are going to make it to triangle. So just go ahead to the left first. We're rotating the left foot out. Yeah, right foot might rotate inward from 90 just a bit. Warrior two. Breathe in, arms high. Breathe out, palms down as you bend into the front knee. Yeah, and opportunity to hold and breathe. If you'd like to float, turn the palms up. Inhale, straight leg. Exhale, float arms down into warrior two. Wherever you are, next inhale, straight arms, straight legs up. Exhale, reverse triangle. So right hand comes down, legs are both straight. Yeah, top arm is reaching. You might hold the scoop under the right side of your head and just heavy head opening up your body. Feeling the movement of your breath. With your inhale, raise your left arm, pull up to center. Exhale out into the triangle pose. Yeah, so left hand might support you on the leg or the floor. Right arm stretching up. Offering head support with your right arm if you'd like. A few moments to let triangle sink in. Wonderful. Bend into the left knee, walk hands to the mat. We're coming down into a low lunge. Tap the right knee onto the ground. If you want padding for that knee, great idea. Yeah, we're gonna stretch out our quads here. Right hand stays on the mat. Shift forward on your foundation so you can lift and lower the right heel. And it might just start with a tiny bit of lift. No rush on that. Yeah. So a couple ways to stretch. We can do the unbound version where left hand reaches back and the right foot reaches toward that hand. And this is actually a stability version. This is building hamstring strength. And for a more passive stretch, shift your hips back. That may get your backhand closer to that foot and then lunge forward. Give yourself the good medicine you would like from this pose. That might mean a soothing stretch. It might also mean a investigating stretch, finding slight movements that bring you to areas of opening. Hands to earth, release your back foot, and just rise up to standing. Yeah, let's go ahead and alternate our feet for the second side. Warrior two, arms high, get tall. Exhale, float down. And always your choice to hold the pose or flow. Warrior Two has a wonderful balancing quality for the summer heat. It's an expansive pose, opening up what could be under pressure, the heat in the center of our body, opening up the hips. And then maybe you just feel like your temples widening, like your hands are widening, just taking off mental pressure. Finish the exhale. Rise with your inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, just left hand down for that reverse triangle shape. Yeah, straight or straight enough in the legs. I remember driving with one of my friends who's gay. I'm giving him directions and I'm like, go straight. And he says, this car doesn't go straight. I just love that. So maybe it's a different way for you. Wonderful. Both arms high, breathing in. Breathe out, triangle, just settling in, create the shape consciously. Looking for that inner thigh opening, left low back opening. Yeah. Integrity through your spine at any point, really in any pose, but here you might just reach through the crown of the head, get that line of your spine connected and see how that affects your energy. Let's come out, bend the right knee, relax hands to the mat, and reset for that low lunge. Back knee is on the mat, left hand is on the mat. And this is where you might just kind of shift forward so your body weight is more above the left kneecap than under it. And just a little lift and lower with that left heel. Right hand might touch the right thigh, just starting to twist. Yeah. And then your choice of the shape, we can bind or be unbound. Yeah, heel and the hand reaching together. If you want to grab the foot, sometimes shifting the hips back a little bit helps. And then you re-lunge, you move your pelvis forward again. Also adding options. Some of us like to drop to the left forearm. That's available for you. Considering how you are doing your pose in this soothing way, the investigative way, another way. Release the back foot if you have it. Great. We're just going to stay on the earth. Walk your knees together. Sit tall. Find the alignment in your spine and gentle neck movement. So first shape is called baby bird, where you're lifting your chin gently up and then lower the chin. And this is an interesting one where your chin goes down and into your throat a bit, as at the same time lift the base of the skull up so your neck gets decompressed. Yeah, and then that's the cycle. So the chin lift and then chin down back as base of skull rises up. And generally, this is more of a steady pace rather than a rapid pace movement. mindful. Next cycle is rotation. So the head is level and we're just turning the nose side to side. Adding on to this movement, I think of it kind of like parentheses. So when you're all the way to one side, maybe just a nod. So kind of tracing the edge, the parentheses, and then rotate to the other side with that little bit of up and down. And you might not be pushing the limits of your neck movement. Maybe you're just in the ease, in the ease of that. Repetition is really powerful as you're continuing to visit the stretch. Some of my movements were a little crispier at first, like Rice Krispies, and then they calm down. Yeah, and just wrapping up this neck cycle, free movement, circles with the neck, opportunity to hold if you find some deeper areas to stretch. Yeah, become centered and a little eye movement. So eyes just part way open. And we're going to start with tracing the horizon. So just side to side. While eyes are moving, the rest of the body is relaxing, like shoulders, chest, upper back, elbows heavy. Center your eyes and close them briefly to soften. Next movement is just straight up and down. So all the way up, all the way down. Soften your eyes, close them. Diagonal movement. So let's all trace up to the right and down to the left. And passing through center up to the right, down to the left. Breath flows. Yeah, for some reason I was just holding my breath, which is why I cued the breath. Yeah, interesting. Close eyes and relax the eye muscles. Next movement up to the left, through center, down to the right. So this diagonal shape. Close eyes and let them float. Last eye movement is a full circle. So we'll go in one direction and then I'll tell you to go the other direction. Yeah, so just tracing a full circle around the edges of your vision. I didn't mention earlier, but Sometimes the eye movement can be a lot, so just take a break if it's ever kind of disorienting at all. Yeah, and just change directions, other way in the circle. There was a new study, I think it was last year, showing how the material of the eyes and the material of the brain are more one thing than was previously thought. So, yeah, just close your eyes and feeling that affinity between eyes, brain, and central nervous system, all of that relaxing. Go ahead and lie down. We're just going to get comfortable for our final relaxation. And an open door here if you're ready to just lie down, or if you'd like to hug your knees, take happy baby, or any last movements to make yourself comfortable. And if you have glasses on, just set them off to the side. Rub your hands briskly together, creating a little electrostatic energy. Yeah, raising a little energy in your hands. And cup the palm over eye socket. Let your fingers melt over your hairline. Soften your eyes back into the brain, back through your nervous system, down the spine. Yeah, feeling that deep interior release. Whenever you'd like, arms can relax down. If you wish to grab something to cover your eyes, like a nearby towel or shirt, shirt sleeve, sweater sleeve, that is a great way to keep relaxing. Inviting your awareness to your body on the earth, feeling your breath move through your body. Wake up your movement, stretch, lengthen out. Make a slow transition and come up to sitting. Many people follow a relaxation with meditation. If you have extra time and you're in the zone, always offering that. And just drinking in any insight, any empowerment, refreshment you've received from your practice today. And just a moment to reach out with your energy, appreciating the other yoga practitioners who have been present here and how each of us has really contributed to a rich environment through showing up today. And I'm offering a lot of gratitude to you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Namaste.